What's going on? Nevermore. 11:15 here with some Friday night cards. Tonight is going to be another binder, and this time I am showing, boom, my Mets binder. It has taken me a while to put a lot of these together, but a lot of it has been done with the help of you guys. And a lot of sites like Just Commons, and check out my cards, and eBay as well, who I'm not too happy with, and probably look for a rant video about them because they really screwed me over here today. So there was my extensive Zach Wheeler collection, followed by my very extensive Matt Harvey collection. It just came down that he's going to have Tommy John surgery and probably miss all of the 2014 season, so that really sucks. But yeah, I got in here, I got some Darryl Strawberry cards. Really like the Diamond Kings there from '85. I believe Iska fans sent me that. So and then just a bunch of his '80s cards there with the tops, and some 1990 Donruss, and some stickers, some score. Man, Darryl Strawberry, what a great player, you know. Obviously had his off the field troubles, but I mean, hey, not everybody's perfect, I guess. But man, this guy, he was just incredible. He was one of the greatest players of the '80s and early '90s, definitely. I really like these collector's choice, these checklist cards there. Nice Darryl Strawberry and Will Clark. Some good cards here. Like I said, I picked up a lot of these from nice Mattingly and Strawberry there from Just Commons. I still do. So there's a Strawberry, a short time there with the diamond, or with the diamond, with the Giants. I got some current cards of his. I really like that TriStar Oback. That's a freaking beautiful card. So then, on to Doc Gooden. His very similar story to Darryl Strawberry. Doc, of course, you know, he was he won the Cy Young, he won the World Series. Of course, later on in his career, went and played with the Yankees. And he saw a lot of success there. And he threw a no-hitter with the Yankees. I couldn't do it with the Mets, but you know, whatever. There's a lot of good Doc Gooden cards. Of course, it was good to see him at the All-Star game this year, and he was tweeting a lot about Matt Harvey, because there's a lot of comparisons, you know, about the two. They're both the only Mets starting pitchers to start the All-Star game in the Met Stadium, Shea, and now City Park, or City Field, City Park, City Field. So really like the archives there. That's a nice card. And then there's TriStar with the Lynchburg, Carolina. I like that a lot. There's there's Yankees action there. Then we got the big man, Ike Davis. Didn't have a great year this year. He started to turn around a little bit towards the end, but definitely was nowhere near what he did in 2012. And these two cards, so they're obviously, you can tell the difference there. So one of them has the glossy back, and then this normal, like old tops, like cardboard style back instead of the gloss. So really waiting for Ike Davis to just come into his own, step it up, and really be that power hitting first baseman that he has shown at times. And then of course Tom Seaver, arguably one of the greatest pitchers of all time. Spent time with the Mets, the Reds, the Red Sox. man, this guy was fantastic. Of course, you know, we all know he received the most votes all time to get into the Hall of Fame. It was like 98.25% or something along those lines. Almost 100% of the votes. I don't know what it is with some writers. They they decide to I don't know, have their opinion felt by not putting some of these guys, you know, in the first ballot, which is silly to me, especially with somebody like Tom Seaver. I mean, people are stupid. Really nice Diamond Kings there. So, and then got the man himself, Carlos Delgado. Gotta love some Carlos Delgado, man. The guy was a monster. Left-handed power bat for many, many years as a Blue Jay, and then he spent the 1 year as a Marlin, and then came over to the Mets and just tore down the house, man. That guy was great in his first year. He got into the playoffs and was on fire. And of course, they had the big collapse in '07, and then the not so big collapse in '08, and that was pretty much it for him. He had some wrist injuries and some other injuries that he just couldn't come back from. Really like that card there. That's after Indy Chavez made the big catch, and then they doubled up Jim Edmonds at first, and that's Carlos Delgado's reaction after they got Jim Edmonds out at first. Still, in my opinion, one of the greatest catches of all time. Regular season and playoffs, period. That was just such a great catch by Indy Chavez, man. So I love some Carlos Delgado. You guys have really, really hooked up my PC of him. I've gotten 3 or 4 mail days with just tons of Carlos Delgado cards. And of course, we got the kid, Gary Carter, just recently passed away. Was it last year, a year before? Man, that guy was great. I gotta say what's up to DC Wicks 10 for sending me that autograph, man. That thing is sweet. I love that card, man. I can't even thank you enough. I really like that mini, that Kimball mini right there. That's awesome. And Gary Carter, one of the best catchers ever. Of course, he helped spark the rally in that '86 World Series. Keeping the rally going there with a nice base hit. And then this guy, man, I was all about John Mayne in 2006, 2007, man. He was going to be a star, and then just injuries just took him to pretty much being nothing. I know he was with the Marlins earlier this year. He sucks. But 2006, 2007 version of him, he was a pretty good pitcher. Of course, we got the other Tom Terrific here, Tom Glavine. You know, of course, most of his career he was with the Braves, but he did spend about 5 or 6 years with the Mets. So, all around great pitcher, great athlete too. If you don't know much about Tom Glavine, do some research, man. He was all around great athlete. And of course, one of the more underrated stars, in my opinion, of the '80s, and is Keith Hernandez. And you just look at his stats, man. This guy, he was a machine. It doesn't get a whole lot of credit, in my opinion, but he was a freaking great player. I got a lot of his '80s cards as well. I really like the Purina card there. That's pretty nice. Then we got some John Franco. Of course, he was the Mets closer for many years. He was the team captain. Up until David Wright got the team captain nod this year. John Franco was the last team captain for the Mets. And then Pedro, man, one of the best pitchers ever, period. Enough said. We all know he pitched for the Red Sox and got them the World Series and everything he did with them. But his time as a Met, I really enjoyed watching him pitch, even though it was towards the end of his career, basically the end of his career. I know he came back for 1 year there with the Phillies in '09 to help them get back to the World Series. But man, Pedro, had he been healthy in '06, had he not got hurt right before the playoffs, man, it probably would have been a different story against the Cardinals. And then we got the best catcher, in my opinion, of all time. Obviously has the home run record for catchers. And Mike Piazza played for 5 or 6 different teams. Of course, he came to the Mets in '99 and really was a big part of them getting to the World Series in 2000. Of course, he had that big incident with Roger Clemens. I still hate when I see that to this day. When Roger Clemens threw that bat at him and he said, "Oh, I thought it was the ball." So stupid. And then, of course, Johan, who sat out this year again, pretty much with the shoulder injury. But his time with the Twins, man, he was the best. And, of course, the first couple years he was with the Mets, he was incredible. So really hope this guy comes back. And he threw the only no-hitter in Mets history. So, Johan Santana. Of course, he was with the Twins to start his career out. All those, pretty good Twins teams in the early to mid 2000s there. Got to the playoffs all those years, just couldn't quite pull it out and get to the World Series. Got a nice jersey card there. So, alright, you guys. There you have it. There's my Mets binder as of right now. So I want to say thanks for watching. And everybody enjoy your weekend. Enjoy Columbus Day on Monday. Everybody, take it easy.